This woman points toward the front and says, "Your brother is sitting over there with a woman." The man walks closer and calmly says, "William, didn't you go to work? What are you doing here?" The boy stands up and says seriously, "This is my sister-in-law." Hearing this, the older brother shouts, "Why are you still calling her your sister-in-law? It's been 5 years since our divorce." Then turning to the woman, he asks, "What are you doing here?" The ex-wife hesitates and says, "Some time ago, there was a flood at our home. Both the house and the fields were destroyed. So I came to the city to look for work, and I heard you've become very successful." The man says angrily, "Get to the point. What are you trying to say?" As the younger brother is about to speak, the woman stops him and seriously asks, "Who is this girl to you?" The man pulls the girl closer and says with a smile, "She's my girlfriend. We're getting married this year." Hearing this, the ex-wife hesitates, then congratulates them. "I wish you both happiness." Then she says to the girl, "Yang is a good man. Always appreciate him. I'll take my leave now." The man stops her and asks seriously, "Wait a minute, have you found a place to stay in the city?" The ex-wife replies calmly, "Don't worry, I have a place." The man calmly says, "Do you think I don't know?" Then he asks his girlfriend to take money out of her bag, hands it to his ex-wife, and says, "Here's 10,000. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm lending this to you. Once you start earning, pay me back." The ex-wife calmly says, "When I start earning, I'll return it." The man says angrily, "If it weren't for the child, I would never speak to you. I don't want you to ever see the child again in this life." With that, he leaves with his girlfriend. The boy says seriously, "Sister-in-law, why are you doing this? I know that you—" The woman interrupts him and says, "Don't tell your brother what happened before." Then she picks up her belongings and leaves. On the other side, the girl says seriously, "Mr. Yang, so that's what your ex-wife looks like?" Yang calmly replies, "I'm sorry. I had no choice but to call you my girlfriend." The girl smiles and says, "It's okay, Mr. Yang. You don't know how much I love you. By the way, Mr. Yang, your ex-wife came to you because you're rich now. You even gave her that much money." The man interrupts and says, "Don't say that. She's not like that. Let's go back to the meeting." A few years later, the woman knocks and enters the house, saying, "I came to return the money. Is Yang home?" Xiao Mei replies, "He's not home. You can give the money to me." The woman smiles and says, "Today is my son's birthday. I brought a special big cake for him." Xiao Mei arrogantly says angrily, "You're unbelievable. You were the one who asked for the divorce. You even gave up your child, and yet you still came here shamelessly, even bringing a cake to see him. Don't you have any shame?" The woman says with embarrassment, "I'm sorry. I won't bother you again." Yang enters the house and asks, "Why are you here?" The woman hesitates and says, "Today is the child's birthday. I brought a special cake for him." The man refuses angrily, "I've already arranged everything for his birthday. You don't need to worry. And I don't even let him eat sweets anymore, so he doesn't get sick. So you can take this cake and leave." The man sits on the couch and says quietly, "If you have nothing else to do, just go back." As she is about to leave after apologizing, the man stops her and asks, "What are you doing these days?" The woman calmly smiles and replies, "I want to open a shop, start a small business selling vegetables, but rent in the city is very high." The man asks seriously, "So you don't have any money?" As the woman is about to speak, the man cuts her off and says, "You don't have it? Well, I do. That's all that matters." "I get it now. I know why you came today. You came to borrow money, right?" The man takes out a card from his pocket and says, "There's 200,000 yuan in this card." He throws it in front of her and says, "Take it." The woman picks up the card from the ground and says, "Thank you. I will definitely pay this back." The man snaps angrily, "I don't need your thanks. And listen, this is the last time I'm helping you." The woman calmly replies, "Even if you don't want my thanks, I still appreciate it." With that, she leaves. Watching her leave, Xiao Mei shouts, "Mr. Yang, your ex-wife seems really cunning. She comes every time acting like a victim and takes money from you. Even the 10,000 yuan from last time, she still hasn't." The man cuts her off and says, "Mind your own business. This has nothing to do with you." Xiao Mei says dramatically, "She didn't even return the last 10,000 yuan, and now you've given her another 200,000 yuan. The younger brother walks into the room and says, "Brother, I need to talk to you." Yang tells Xiao Mei to leave and turns to his brother. "Go ahead. What is it?" The younger brother asks seriously, "Brother, I just saw sister-in-law leaving. Did she come to see you?" Yang replies, "Yeah, she came to ask for money again." The younger brother says, trying to reason with him, "How can you say that about her? She's a good woman." The older brother snaps angrily, "A good woman? Does a good woman leave her home? Does a good woman leave her husband and child?" The younger brother calmly says, "All right, since you think that, let's do a test. Let's see who truly loves you." The older older brother nods and says, fine, tell me, what kind of test? A few moments later, Meng Meng rushes into the house and says, why did you call me here so urgently? Xiao Jie says seriously, Mr. Yang, why did you call us in such a hurry? Yang says in a pained voice, the thing is, my company is in financial trouble, and I now need another 1 million. Hearing this, Meng Meng turns to leave. Yang stops her and asks, are you going to leave me and the child again this time? Watching her leave, Xiao Mei mocks, I told you already, your ex-wife can't be trusted. And tell me, what you just said, was that a joke? Yang says angrily, does this look like a joke to you? Suddenly, the younger brother rushes in and says anxiously, brother, something big has happened. There's no money left in the company account, and we're still short 1 million for the employees' salaries. Yang says in frustration, I still have a car. Sell it and pay the employees first. As the brother takes the car keys to leave, Meng Meng suddenly rushes back inside. Yang asks in surprise, oh, why did you come back? Meng Meng replies in a shaky voice, I went to get my card. I had saved it for my child. There's 500,000 yuan in it. I don't need it right now. Take it first. I hope it helps you get through this. Xiao Mei mocks, oh wow, 500,000 isn't enough. You need at least 1 million. The younger brother says worriedly, brother, now the employees also know about the situation. They're all lining up to resign. Hearing this, Xiao Mei says, if that's the case, then I resign too. Before Yang can speak, Xiao Mei cuts him off and says, I admit, I did have some feelings for you before, but that was only because you were rich. Now you're bankrupt. Let me tell you, people in today's society are like this, very realistic. And yes, don't forget to pay my bonus and remaining salary, or I'll take you to court. Hearing this, the younger brother smiles and says, now that things have come this far, brother, let's stop the act and tell the truth. Xiao Mei, flustered, says, Mr. Yang, so the company isn't bankrupt? That's great news. Yang says angrily, what does that have to do with you? You already resigned. Pack your things and leave my company. Xiao Mei tries to explain, Mr. Yang, I was just joking. Yang snaps, get out right now. Watching Xiao Mei leave, Yang says to Meng Meng, I only did that to make you jealous. She's not my girlfriend, and my company isn't bankrupt either. This was all just a test. Hearing this, Meng Meng says happily, I'm just glad you're okay. I should get going now. Yang stops her and says, I need to tell you something. Are you going to walk away again this time? All these years have passed. Didn't you ever miss us? Didn't you miss your child? Don't you want to see your child? Meng Meng asks in surprise, can I see the child? Back then, I left you and the child. Yang explains, I know everything now. You were sick and you didn't want to be a burden on us. Over the years, I've come to understand it all. A child needs a mother, and I need you. Come back. Let's be together again like before. Meng Meng hesitates and asks, can we really be together again? Yang replies, yes, we can be together again. Friends, after all these years, I've finally gotten back together with my ex-wife, and now I'll cherish her for the rest of my life. Do you think I made the right decision? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.